Well, hello everybody, this is Fibro Jedi and one of the team of LOTRO family on Twitter. We also have a Facebook group, although I don't manage that. That's another member of the family. So, this is, I have no idea anymore because I've had 2 weeks off recording, but this is my next LOTRO Warden video, and we are picking up the story in the Lowlands. We've been sent to the wonderful part of the map at Harlowegg to speak to this dude over here to try and work out what is going on in the region. So Radagast, here we go, wants to learn what drew a creature such as Ivar, that's the Gaunt-Lord, to the Red Swamp. He thinks something could be learned from one of the Eggline. So here we go. Aric the Stone-Speaker.
How can I be of service?
I know much about these lands, yes. Do you know whence my knowledge stems? The dead hold secrets. Great secrets. Terrible secrets. Secrets they clutch to their chests like fire on a winter's day. Memories keep their hearts warm, you see. No, perhaps you do not see, but you shall. Oh yes, I believe you shall. Not at all
Stay a
freaky.
moment.
Okay. You can learn many things from the dead, but there is one troublesome shade called Emmeline that resists all attempts at communication. Perhaps you may succeed where I have not. Emmeline is difficult. He is bound by pride and deems the living beneath contempt. If you can prove yourself to him, this might grant you enough status in his eyes that he would lend you aid. Beware when you speak to him. He will try to win your trust with pleasant words, then send you off to your doom. You will find him at the ruins of Osthair, where we are, in fact, yes. So this is the troublesome shade. Thou drawest breath, and yet thou dost wish to speak with me? Thou art not like the man Aric. He is stone-wise and knows the secrets of this land, but even he I despise for his warm flesh and bright-eyed stare. Wisdom will be thine if thou art proven worthy. Dost thou dare face my warriors? If thou art the victor, then I shall help thee upon thy quest. Fail, and thou shalt not see the light of another day. Running away is not an option. Thou art alive still to draw breath, though ragged and coarse it be. Rest thyself and hearken unto me. Terrible deeds I have done in the name of the kings of old. While evil corrupted this land, my men and I stood by and did nothing, ignoring our charge. Now the Red Maid serves Agamaur, something we swore to prevent. Iowine, Benada cursed us to live as half-dead, such as was our failure. Dost thou understand? I will help thee in order to break my curse, but thou must do more to secure my aid. Yay. I'm looking forward to not having to deal with the dead for a while. This land was corrupted by the war which raged here. Blood, much blood, spilled into the springs of the Lady until all became red and the springs became a swamp. The Lady, whose name is not remembered, became the Red Maid, a creature lost and corrupt. Ivar the Blood-hand came not long ago and awakened her again and claimed power over her. Now Ivar is a greater threat than ever he was. Thou must strike against him to restore the balance betwixt man and nature. Until the Red Maid be redeemed or destroyed, my brethren and I are doomed to this wretched state. The west is where thou must travel to destroy the White Lord Broodhor and his soldiers. They serve the Blood-hand and must be destroyed. There are a lot of quests in Osthair which we won't be doing as part of these videos. But if you're after Eggline Rep, the repeatable bounty quests here by Glaidnoth, I think you can do them you can do them indefinitely, but I think only for the first 3 times do you get reputation for them. And once you've spoken to Aric at the start, then you get extra quests from him and from this shade over here, Nathan. Right, so we're going to, yay, fight more dead things. and try to find a particular dead thing. So yeah, okay. So we are, again, a level or so under... the mob level is the end of that sentence. If I finish whole sentences in this video, that would be quite handy. I'm doing the unusual state of trying to record during the morning. As some of you will know, mornings are not my best point, and I've got a cold, but mornings are the time when, if you have a child, all kiddie things seem to be in the morning, despite the fact that neither me, nor my wife, nor in fact NJ for that matter, are morning people. I think I might have already done Warcry once. Right, now then, where's this? We need to be going somewhere in that direction. Oh, what's got me? Unlike previous Warden videos, I've not had time to practice before coming back on to record. Never mind. Okay, we're making progress. I don't know whether I finished the thought. If you have a child, all the things that for kids are in the morning, and then I have to be able to do my recordings either when my wife's at work or when her and MJ are in fact out. Which means if I want to do my recordings, I need to do them in the morning at the moment, because I can't really do recording and streaming on the same day. It's quite an exertion, so I have to spread my stuff out through the week. Okay, so the guy we were after is up here. I don't think we've done very much of battle preparation in previous videos. However, I like going in to what I know from tough battles by invoking this one, Shield Mastery. So here's the guy we're actually after. Because the Shield Mastery sort of just really helps boost your defences. And then from just a reminder from previous videos, you can do the 2 life-draining gambits simultaneously. Right, so there's the Brood Horde dead thing that we were after. Where am I at with White Slayer? Oh, I haven't really started advanced deed for that yet. So the whole thoughts. I did say at the start of these videos that they'd be more stream-like, and I think the last few have been a bit more polished, let's say. Okay, so the 2 gambits, just as a reminder, or if you've not seen the previous ones, there are 2 now at this level, gambits that enable you to drain morale from your opponent. So the one under determination is Fierce Resolved, which is a fist, spear and shield. And then I think the other one is under recklessness. Yes, offensive strike, which is a spear and a fist. Spear and a fist. And you can stack those 2, so you can have both life draining gambits running at the same time on each mob if you have got multiple to try and do it on, of course. Of course, because we're running effectively the tank version of a Warden. You want to improve your own defences, but you've also got to consider survivability, which includes heals as well as avoiding damage. So that's the first one, life drainer, and there's the second one. And you can see they've stacked here. Morale tapping is the correct term. I've just been reminded by the mouse. The tooltip. And Shield Mastery, the one I start quite a few fights with, it lasts for quite a long time, but it really does boost your defences pretty quickly. Right, let's go speak with the troublesome Shade. Not that he wants to be known as that. Thou art returned from thy battle, and the White Lord is no more. Then I shall speak of the past and what is to come. Ancient Arnor stood long ago, then sundered it was. 3 nations arose, Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rudor. But Arnor's light was dimmed, and the heart of men are so easily tempted to dark deeds. Rudor turned against us, the kingdom of Arthedain, for there our Dunedain brethren had been overthrown by an evil chieftain of the Hillmen in the service of Agamaur. The warning had come much too late for the maiden and for us. Here we go. The wars corrupted this land, drowning it in the blood of the innocent. The lady drowned as well, choking on death and evil while we did nothing to save her. Twice we failed our duty, and 7 times cursed we were by the one of the elves called Iowine Benarda. When the lady became the Red Maid, she brought further ruin to her own home, to the land, and to the beasts. She was terrible, and we dared not face her. When there was no more living blood to spill, she slept until Ivar awakened her once more. That is my sad tale. Now go, return to thy master, and speak to him of this secret past. Remember our fate, Warden, and do not fail in thy duty. No pressure. So now we get to go to Radagast back in Ostgaruth, and because we are a warden, we get wonderful muster in Ostgaruth, so I haven't got to ride back there manually, so I can down my coffee. I think now we get the quite lengthy instance with Radagast. And this roughly concludes the main epic part in the Lonelands. And I think after that then you get sent out to Agamaur, which I very often avoid doing altogether. But also isn't part of the epic, I don't think, or at least not very much of it. Need to remember. Be reminding myself in a minute, because we go to the North Downs after this. Hello, Radagast.
Much has happened.
Yes, it is a terrible fate for anyone, and this Ivar is a fearsome foe. I pray those youths are found safe and sound. Ah, but you do not know. 2 bold Eglin youths set out to save Ostgaruth. They are ignorant of the dangers they face and must be turned from their quest. Pride and honour compel them, but only death awaits. Always good to get that kind of element of positivity. Okay, so, Solo, yes, here we go.
I have a tale to tell you.
2 young and headstrong youths of the Eggline, Elzur and Aric, entered Agamaur with a small company. They sought to find the power behind the threat to their people, but if the Gaunt-Lord Ivar has come to Agamaur, I fear they face a power they cannot overcome. They need your help. The Red Swamp is divided into 2 regions. The southern marshes, Haragmar, you know. Elzur and Aric entered Agamaur, the northern marshes, through the Red Pass. It is a passage known only to the Eggline and myself. I will accompany you, for the shadow that has come to Agamaur is too powerful for you to deal with alone. There is no telling what awaits us in the swamp. Return to me when you are prepared to leave.
Are you prepared to leave?
Are you prepared to leave? I have no choice. I need to continue the story.
The Gaunt-Lord Ivar spreads corruption through Agamaur, the Red Swamp, raising a host of evil to do the bidding of Agamaur.
Agamaur is probably the right pronunciation, because you're supposed to pronounce things. I think the second syllable is the one that's the emphasis, and I've been pronouncing it Agamaur as I've always done, and it probably is Agamaur. We must go west to the Eglin encampment. Elsa and Aric will be waiting, and I can better attend to the corruption there. The power which continues to corrupt this swamp is terrible, but we may not have to face it alone. The beasts tell me that there are shades of Emmeline's kind which dwell here, and may be convinced to aid the Eglin. I do not know why they do not remain with their own kind, but at least they have not brought harm to the Eglin. Now we must hurry. The very trees scream in pain. I must see what I can do to help them as quickly as possible. Well, let's do that then, rather than stood around talking. Oh, I've got the wrong toolbar up. That's why I can't do anything. So, my friend, what troubles you? I see this corruption has come to everyone. I will do my best to help you. Come with me. There are a few of these prowlers in this instance. If you want to keep some to yourself while doing the Slayer deed. But I think you can only do this instance solo once with inspiration. Oh, we've got some lovely high level abilities. Where's the... Take out the roots as well. Yes, I know, I'm in Sanctum, therefore... I'm getting focused attention of... everything. Great. Ah! Where's the thing I was attacking? Did it die already? Yes, okay, now it's thinking. Right. One morale tap. 2 morale taps. Did I get it in? Yes, just. Well, that took a little bit of time. Even under inspiration, that doesn't mean it's easy. There are some beautiful ponds here. You tell me where the beautiful ponds are. This is a swamp. It's not exactly Bywater, is it? So, as much as my inability to multitask allows me, I'm trying to be a bit more strategic now about how I put my gambits together. Usually starting with defences if I can remember to start that way. And then, so like here, let me do the shield mastery because I want to renew that first. And then, if I know I'm going to fight multiple mobs, I can sometimes just do the simple defensive strike there. Now I don't know when the next group of mobs is going to come here, so then I might go for the morale tapping simply because the less I have to... The morale tap is a double bonus to me, so you boost your own health at the cost of your opponent. Oh, I just did that one twice rather than stage 2. Stage 2. Stage 3. There. Oh. Yay. Things are going to take time if mobs are several levels over, which they are. My morale's going down here because what I've actually been trying to do is finish that gambit chain, which, just to remind myself, is actually called the Impressive Flourish gambit chain. Yeah, so it's mostly focused on damage there. Oh, I'm studying power draining, stupid. I should have really put my defense in there because I forgot. Right, shield mastery, let's at least do that, and then I'll do war cry because that's evading. I'll do morale drain and put an actual heal in, and then morale drain on you as well. Get out of here, stupid. Cleanse. Right, we'll soon not have Radagast help for a short while. Well met, sir. Where have the egg line gone? I can speak not of such matters. Nevin bids I hold my post no matter what. Speak to this shade again. Perhaps there is more he can tell us. I must see to the safety of my little friends here. Say there's more he could tell us, more than the nothing he's already told us. Yes. Nevin orders me to hold my post and I must obey. He is our commander. I am under his charge, as are my men. Honour binds us, even greater than the curse of Iarwain Benarda. I will not forsake my commander, though he is very changed. I cannot disobey his orders while he remains. If thou wishes to fight, thou must entreat with Nevin. His seat is to the north. Right, now then, I'm going to... Do I have any other hope tokens? Only 2, plus 2 hope. That'll have to do then, won't it? And do I have a Tome of Defense? Yes, okay. Now I haven't got Radagast, I've got to be careful. I know we have Inspiration, but I have come close to being defeated despite inspiration. In these epic instances. Not so much here, but certainly later. So I've got the defences in, I've already got one morale tap going. That wasn't what I was going for. Let's get another morale tap. That's it. Then we'll go for war check. So we'll try to avoid some damage. I already did that. Fine. Right, so still I'm not going north, and I need to be going north. Now then, I came from... I should be going north, and I am not currently. Huh. Is it up there? It might be up there. Must have been a while since I did this instance. Never mind. Seem to have a very, very slight ability. Very slight. Honestly, there's a Hobbit hidden inside this tree somewhere. The thing with the morale taps is they're not indefinite, so you almost have to purposefully check rather than assuming your opponent is in fact being drained when it possibly isn't, which is just the case there. Right, now then. Is this Nevin? Yes, okay, this is Nevin. He, shockingly, is not our friend. This is going to be... there. Your presence is unwelcome, but amusing. What did you hope to accomplish, I wonder? It will not matter. Soon I shall claim your bones for Ivar and for the Red Maid. Arise, brethren, there is life to tell. You was obsessed. Aha, he also is resisting the morale tap. Now then, I'm going to focus on getting rid of Nevin because... oh, I've already done it, but... the reason is that he summoned other whites to his service, which I really don't want to be doing, or didn't want to do. Need to get there. Now that one didn't resist. The previous ones resisted morale tap, which obviously they're entitled to have resisted to. Yay! Right. So now we can go back to the Shade who said I can't abandon my post while this guy lives, or is in existence. White, a fell creature of Angmar, how could I have not seen this? So long have I lingered in this swamp, cursed by Earwine Benarda, to bring salvation or the destruction of the Red Maid, she who dwells in Garth Agawan. A power now under the influence of the Gaunt men. I was blind to what Nevin had become. Now I shall make amends. Now we shall make our battle and strive to fulfill our curse. Our oaths hold true. To arms, my brethren. We fight Ivar and the Red Maid for Iarwen Benarda. And try not to aggro everything between here and there. I've done that before. Where's he going? Right. Trying to find a thing I'm supposed to be fighting. Ah. Yay, a raven saved me. Right, now we need to actually get back to Radagast. Oops, getting stuck behind a piece of stone. Ivar has told us none shall pass this place. You shall not pass. Oh, but I shall, because I'm going to. Oh, my life, this swamp is disgusting for a Hobbit. My head barely. Need heals. It's hard to see what you're targeting when the ground is all so red. Oh, there's more. Not that I should be surprised. I want to get out of the stupid that's power draining. Right. Shield mastery I've lost, I think. And I've got those in the wrong order. Head just above that disgusting swamp. Quickly, there are others like you ahead. Watch your step. Yes, I don't particularly... I have fallen down here before because my sense of balance and direction is not great, but I shall try not to while recording. And you should not have been so hasty in coming here. I told you it was folly. You were right. I shall know better for the future. Do not feel too badly. It was a great feat you have come as far as you have. Lamuna, I sense our journey is nearly at an end. Rest now and speak to Elsa to learn what you may of her battles. Her insight may prove helpful in the fight ahead. We were beaten. There's no way to hide this. This Ivar commands the waters, the whites, the forest itself. He cannot be beaten by meager force, and I fear there is something far more terrible within the ruins of to the north. I know there is little time before a great evil spills forth from Garwin. Our only hope is Radagast. Only he will be able to stop this, Ivar. Please, go north to the gates of Garwin, and with him, stop the Gaunt-Lord Ivar. Bring your rest to its end, for we must hurry and continue on our journey. It's alright for you. You're one of these starry. I'm just a hobbit. Am I still studying him stupid? Thought I was for a minute. Whoopee! Shield mastery. Haven't got going, and I really should at this point. There we go. Right, so I should morale tap both kinds. And you as well, if I try and think this through. Boost my own morale would probably be a good idea as well. Because I don't think this is the only group of shades that you... Do we get another one? I thought there wasn't... Yes, here we go. How's my... No, I need to put back in my shield mastery. To do Gambit chains and forget how much stage I've got up to. Right. Let's go for the damage one. Press a flourish. Stage 2. I'm not sure what that Gambit was that I just accidentally pulled off there. Ivar, enough of this! Show yourself! Haha, the fool in brown. Agamaur is lost. Cease your prattling tongue, you hold no sway over me. We shall see, fool. I'm just hiding the UI. Because I need a video cover, which I usually forget to do during these recordings. The Red Maid will have all of you soon enough. She shall be freed from your clutches soon enough. That creature commands great power, but against a heart full of hope and trust in one's allies, such power means nothing. Thank you for your help here, my friends. We have done well this day. Ivar's spreading corruption is stayed, at least for the moment. I must return now to the Eggline encampment and help end this evil forever. There is more you ought to do here, if you are willing, but we will not speak of such matters now.
I came too late to breed, and too early to Weathertop, where beyond my aid, the Witch King and his minions attacked Frodo, wounding him with a Morgul blade. Thankfully, Aragorn was there to save him.
Not sure why that stuttered a little bit there, but not a lot I can do to fix that, I'm afraid. So, we end up coming to Agamaur. I'm gonna see now whether this is technically the end of the epic or not, because I can't remember. Oh, we have to talk to Elsa first. Oops. And Elsa is up there.
Greetings.
Thank you again for your aid, Lamuna. You should speak now with Radagast the Brown. He is waiting for you within the tower here in the camp. I know, because I accidentally went there first. Yes, yes, this shall do nicely. I shall remain here and help the Eggline fight against Ivar. I cannot allow innocent creatures to be used for such evil purposes. I'm just checking whether I could use any of these. Yes, that one can replace something I already have. Not the sword. Right, okay.
I must bid you farewell for now.
The Eggline and our Arthurdine allies were able to stop Ivar's forces, at least for the time being. I am needed elsewhere and must bid you farewell for now. Now go, for Elsa wishes to speak with you again. So we've leveled to level 29. We should... I haven't seen any new immediate abilities come in here. Have we had anything added to our Gambits? Oh, that was the one I triggered by accident earlier, the Surety of Death, which is... Right, so that's the Warcry Gambit chain. Anyway, I was looking for something different. I'll have a look at the Warcry Gambit chain possibly in the next episode. Right, I'm not seeing any new Gambits that are in Determination, but we do use a bit of Recklessness occasionally. No. Okay, well let's assume then no new abilities at level 29. Have I got a trait point? I have 2 points. Right, so I should probably use those then. So we can go for Evade Rough Buff from Warcry, Persevere Healing, or... Yes, okay, because when I started playing this Warden, I wasn't really using Warcry, and now I really do. So let's add 1 to the Warcry Evade, and complete the Gambit line healing and damage for Persevere, which is the main healing chain that we have. Right, so we need to go back to Elsa. It is possible between episodes now that I might level up, just to try and keep practicing, but not to make it too challenging for me. But I'll just briefly cover that in a second.
What can I do for you?
You have done much to help keep this foothold in Agamaur, Lumuna. Thank you. If we are to hold this position, we will need supplies. Bring this letter to Friedrich and this pack to my sister Hannah to let her know I still live. She is alone now, and I worry for her. To the south is a passage back to her Agamaur. The southern reaches the Red Swamp. From there, go west, and you will find your way to Ostgaruth. Hurry back and inform my people that all is well, for the moment. I don't have to take the passage, for I am a warden. Muster in Ostgaruth. Not mustard. No mustard in Ostgaruth as far as I know. I suppose depends on your cooking skills, so those people that cook. So we are going to Hannah first, and then I think we come back and speak with Friedrich thereafter.
Oh dear.
My sister is well. I am very pleased to hear this. What is it you bring me? Thank you so much for bringing this to me. I fear for my sister, for the swamp is a threatening place full of terrors. But I know that she does what is good for... What she does is good for the good of the Eggline. Now I suppose you should take Elsa's letter to Friedrich. Yes, I suppose I should.
Greetings.
Here we go. Crossing the swamp is not easy, Lumuna. You have shown remarkable courage. Ah, yes, Elsa confirms as much in her letter to me. She speaks quite highly of you. I will begin preparing a shipment of supplies for Elsa and Aric. And that completes that part of the epic. Yay. I'm just going to go into a bit further in here where there's a bit more light. So there we go. We have got through the epic in the Lowlands. I'm going to probably pick up a few other bits and pieces here in the Lowlands, but in the next episode we will be heading to the North Downs. I may not pick up the epic straight away there because I think there's quite a lot of story to be told. So I might actually start nice and simple with Trestlebridge here and take the route this way to Esteldine. So for a few episodes we may be just gradually questing through the North Downs. I don't see a reason to hurry through this. The more practice I get, the better it is. So yes, that's the end of this episode. Thanks so much for joining me. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. And do remember to follow us, particularly on LOTRO Family Twitter accounts or Facebook group. But also, if you feel like it, my @FiberJedi account as well. So look after yourselves, folks. Take care, and I'll see you for another Warden episode later. Bye then.